Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? I hope everybody had a good holiday wherever you are in the world. I hope you got a bunch of good New Year's Eve plans. This is going to be for Taurus. We're doing the weekly update, rolling tomorrow, the 28th, through guess what? January 5th. Who the hell knew? Did you ever think? Nope, I didn't. But here we are, and most of you, I guess if I'm going to just put a name on it, most of you are tired, fatigued, worn the fuck out, and some other shit. Trying to manifest this and get that, and hope this don't change, and hope something else do change. That's pretty much where we are right now. The Ace of Wands is your challenge for the upcoming 8, 9, 10 days, whatever. And it's about love. So let's not get that shit fucked up. All about love. Some of you are walking away because you feel like you've got other commitments and you don't want to be bound to a relationship right now. Others of you are jumping in with both feet. This is a week of you dealing with your fears, dealing with not dealing with change. Yep, we end with the King of Pentacles, damn it. And you dealing with your own hidden truths and what is and what ain't in your life right now, that part. So your overall, the front end of your overall, the 9 of Wands on top of the 10 of Cups, 9 and 10. Some of you getting over some difficulty with family members. Others of you getting over difficulties with partners. Where most of us are right now, we are ending up a chapter, if you will. Last 2 or 3 years, we're closing the door. This right here, we're closing the door on certain things. Some of you may be dealing with water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Others of you earth signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. A handful of you might be dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be anybody. But that's what I see. The World card is telling me we're dealing with reconciling opposites. So you may well be dealing with either a Scorpio, an Aquarius, maybe a Sagittarius, somebody that's at the other end of the zodiac, not necessarily a spring babies. And whatever it is you got going on, this Ace of Wands here, it's the creativity part that I'm picking up on. This, for some of you, is a new kind of relationship. For those of you that's resonating with. For others of you, even if this is an old relationship that you were given a reboot to, it's got a different feel to it. Like there's a little more action. Some of you may have been in situations where you were given more at one point than the other person was given, and not necessarily by choice. They may have been bound by, pick something, a job, child support, whatever. But now the tables have turned. Doo-doo-doo. So your challenge here is to recognize all of that, but to bring a level of creativity to it while you're staying in balance. So if this is a do-over, the creativity part comes in where you're not going to be doing the same things that you did before. And if you still have some insecurities about, say, a situation, but you want to make this situation work, you need to get all that shit lined up. Overcoming difficulties at 10 of Cups. It's about the connection and the commitment for you, even with family. But some of you this may be a bigger issue in your life right now, dealing with family, dealing with connections, and not really wanting to embrace the change that, whether it's you, them, or whoever, but just not willing to embrace the change that needs to happen for you to move forward. The backside of this is about choices and regrets. So many of you may be dealing with situations where there were choices made and everybody's just kind of sorry about it now. Can we try again? You see, he's kind of just standing at the opening of something. He's in between something. So this may be, for many of you, a reboot. The back end of your overall energy, the Eight of Pentacles on top of the Ace of Swords. Get grounded, Taurus. This is the Ace of Swords. Get out your head. And the caution here is not to overthink. You feel like you're getting ready to start overthinking something, go get your butt up against a tree so you can get grounded. This is not a week for swords, but definitely a week for wands. I'm going to say that one more time. This is not a week for swords and thinking and trying to parlay some shit. This is a week for action. So when you find yourself sitting up trying to find a box of bonbons and some damn Kleenex because you done triggered yourself remembering some shit, let that be the word. When you get to that point, it's time to get up and start moving around. The way the energy is right now, the way the planets are, you still got some overlay. You just had solar eclipse and the star Bethlehem with Saturn and Jupiter in the night sky. And so you got all this stuff going on. And as things move away from each other, these planets start moving away from each other and start going off in whatever direction they're getting ready to go in. It's still in this little funky air, if you will. And so there may be some things that trigger you. Again, the Eight of Pentacles is the caution. Now, the backside of this is about being patient and learning. But here's the caution to get out of your head. Yes, this is the beginning of a whole lot of new shit. Stay balanced, stay grounded. Looking at tomorrow's card, the Lovers with the Four Cups on top. Let go. Like I said, a lot of y'all are fatigued and tired. And in part, some of that is because you're just trying to make too much shit happen at one time. Trying too hard. Sit down. Go check out Taurus 2021. Because that's exactly that energy right there. Where you just, it's too much. And your ass is tired. Your ass is tired. Because you're doing too much. Regarding love, it's there, Taurus. There is no need for you to do anything. You don't have to let anybody know that you're there. They know you're there. Trust me, they know you're there. So don't get caught in this thing of trying too hard. You don't have to send a text message or a chat or what the hell ever, TikTok every 10 minutes. Go find something else to do. That part, whomever it is you're trying to attract to you, they're already there. You know this. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know if this is resonating with you. So they're there. Now, let things unfold organically, which then brings us right to our own energy. On Tuesday, the Hierophant with the Five of Wands. There may be some challenges, but this is a real serious, shirt and tie type of thing here. This is business. I don't know the fuck ever else. And so you need to bring the commitment, because that's what you're looking for and that's what you're bringing and that's what you're giving. But you need not to let it turn into, oh my God, this is too much. Because this is a new path. This is talking about a new path, and there's passion. There's a lot of passion here. Don't get caught up with trying to do too much. You know you're on a new path, just like I'm saying. You're tired, trying to put your hand in your bully nose into too much and do too much, and I want everything to be perfect. Go sit down. You know this is a new path. The Hierophant about commitment. There are going to be some challenges and some growth, but again, this is serious business. Dude got on his shirt and tie. Come on. And don't think the other person is not taking this serious. Once again, we go back to that shirt and tie. There may be people in the mix trying to distract you. Some of you may have some exes trying to roll back in, and you see dude back here in the back, just like, hey, how you doing? That's going to be on you. what you decide to do. It feels like most of you kind of have your sights lined up on whoever you have your sights lined up on. Those of you that are not in romantic relationships, this is a word to get out there and get noticed, whether you're dating online, be careful, or whether you're going out, safe distancing, social distancing, that whole thing. But get out there. Do something you haven't done. Again, you know you're on a new path and you already know what you're bringing, but maybe you need to get some new people in the mix. We get to Wednesday's energy with the Queen of Cups on top of the Queen of Rods. Both these bitches, Lord Jesus. This is about your sensuality, your affection, your compassion. Let it hang out, Taurus. Hey, you want to go back to the trying too hard? There'll be a point this week where you can go ahead and try too hard. For others of you, there may be some deceptions or hidden truths more likely. And this is not going to be in the romantic realm, go figure. Going to be in the work realm. There may be some people trying to piss on your leg and telling you it's a damn hurricane outside. Be mindful. Keep your eyes and your ears open and probably your mouth shut. The less said this week in the workplace, probably the better. There are people that are trying to get up the ladder and they are not having any kind of compunction about stepping on your hooves. Just saying. So keep your eyes and your ears open for that. When we get to Thursday, the Eight of Wands on top of the Two of Cups, you'll be clearing up any misunderstandings, and this kind of goes across the board. New romance or a reboot, a redo, but it's new. Those of you that are going back into another relationship, situationship that you tried once, maybe didn't happen. New energy for this pairing, whoever it is. It could be a water sign, like I said, there's cups there. Could be a fire sign that's wands. So it may be feeling like it's the same old, trust me, so is not. Make sure that you clear up any past misunderstandings. Some of you may just in the fact of dealing with said person, you automatically clearing up any misunderstandings because you got a smile on your face and you're talking to them. So however that's resonating with you, don't forget though, start a new chapter. So might be the same face, but definitely different circumstances. We get to Friday with the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Swords sitting on top of everybody and everything. You may have some anxiety. Some of you may be trying to obsess. Again, I'm going to go back up here to this Four of Cups sitting on top of the Lover's card. Don't fuck this up, Taurus. Just don't do it. Again, when you see the swords, just get up and go do something. Go dance in the middle of the floor. It doesn't matter. But get out of your head. You do not want to overthink this. It should not have you anxiety laden. If I was reading it upside down, it should not have you anxiety laden and not being able to get the fuck up out of bed. If you feeling all like that, you are too far up in your head and too far up in your head. That they're nines, I probably would deal with whatever insecurities and let this be the end of it. That part. So if you feel like you're lagging in a certain area as far as relationships are concerned and you still are feeling insecure or feel like whatever is not going on, get the hell up out your head. Let this be the end of you worrying about what's going on. Whomever we're talking about, probably at some point closer to the end of the week, towards the weekend, they're going to give you reason to want to celebrate. So that brings us to Saturday's energy with the Four of Wands sitting on top of the Five of Swords, 4 to 5. Follow your intuition. You may feel like you have stepped off into a no man's land. Like, where the fuck am I? I know the faces, but what the hell is really going on? Do not get into people pleasing. That's one thing, because there may be some people around you that want to direct what you're doing, and because you want to be a people pleaser and take care of everybody and loyalty and all that bullshit, you're going to feel like maybe you're obligated. Do not feel like you're obligated. It is far better to feel like you are in said no man's land than it is to continue pleasing people that don't give a damn. That part. On top of all of that, there will be a reason to celebrate. And this is definitely relationship for a handful of you. It may be you hear about a promotion Thursday, Friday, maybe as late as next Monday or Tuesday. But at any rate, there will be cause for celebration. I do clearly feel like this is, with all these aces and tens and nines and shit on the board, this is definitely going to be about a relationship. There are going to be some things you're just going to come to grips with. Basically, realize that there's a bond there. Y'all going to say, fuck it, we doing it. There's the bond on the back. How about that? We get to next Sunday with the Three of Cups on top of the Fool. Painful and necessary losses, but it's more than this here. It's what you're stepping away from and what you're stepping into. On the back of this, it's about intuition moving you forward. Same thing here. Let that intuition get you into the light of day. And then you want to deal with what's been accomplished. You don't want to just dwell on, when we got it before, it was just, yeah. If I was looking at it like this is exactly what you're not trying to do. You're not trying to dwell on anything that's gone on in the past. Yes, there may have been some losses, even time as a loss. There may be some people, because you are getting ready to get into a relationship with someone they may not like. That's a serious decision you're going to have to take. This is major energy. But you see what he doing. He walking. Y'all can talk all that bullshit you want to. I'm doing what I want to do. That part right there. Next Monday, Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Cups on top. Official offer. Love or work. And I said official, so don't get that part twisted. There may be some things that need to be worked out. There may be some things that need to be worked out. There's no sleight of hand here. I'm not going to call it deceit. It may feel that way, but it is not. Again, understanding these planets are, Jupiter and Saturn are two big fat ass gas planets. They're just big and fat. And so they move, but getting on the go out of what they just came out of, they still may be a little stutter step. Again, there's an offer. Be charitable in what you offer back towards. Parentheses, forgiving. I said that. I did. You may need to be forgiving. The back of this is about triumphant healing. So again, as you heal you may need to be forgiven. You may already be in this mode, already thinking about doing whatever with whomever. You're going to have to do some forgiving, but be charitable with the offer that's given to you, and be charitable with what you're giving back. Don't be half in because you on some old shit, because you don't let something trigger you. That part. We get to next Tuesday. The mighty King of Pentacles sitting on top of the Knight of Wands. This is where your adventure begins. Right there. Start moving forward. And, horse is not going at full speed. This is fire energy, and that's fast moving. And so you're going to get a quick start. But he's not kind of just galloping, sort of. You're looking at his hooves. He's not at a full run. His legs are not fully stretched out. So the pace will pick up. If that's what you're worried about, and some of you may be worried about that. But this is all good all day. This is our energy. Sitting good. And so there's a sense of structure, and there's a sense of stability to whatever it is you're getting ready to get into, be a job or romance. So just know that, again, coming out the gate, there may be a little, with the heel. But again, you're standing right there at it. Whatever you feel like you need to overcome, or some of you may already know that you've overcome difficulties. For some of you, that might go back to the old relationship. You may realize the worst pretty much is over. So now you're dealing with the goodies. Sometimes people hooking up, and this is the same to be true for jobs. You want it right now, but you don't get it until you're actually ready for it. So if things are coming back to you now, don't be mad. I could have had this to you. We could have been together. Nah, maybe not. Everything happens in its time. Let's see. I'm going to do the big oracle cards. I got a minute or two. It's good energy. Taurus. 2021 is a work year. That's a good thing. This was supposed to be a working year, but you see we had more setbacks than we had work. But many of you are going to see the fruits of your labor, if you will. Yeah, compass. Going on a treasure hunt. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Some of you in your new situation, work or romantic, get ready to go off into a new direction, that compass. Ride the wave. Okay, I'm going to start with ride the wave first. Go with the flow, Taurus. Just go. You see the dolphin there. He is not all stressed the fuck out about, oh my God, all them swords and shit. He is doing the damn thing. Like, fuck it, I'm going to just jump around till it happens. Take that and go with it. Magical map shifter. I was getting ready to say shape shifter. Magical map shifter. This is equivalent to me in feeling to the Wheel of Fortune. And so you're getting ready to land right where you thought you should have been 2 years ago. That part right there. Be grateful. Show some gratitude to the universe for getting you there and not getting you there earlier than you needed to be. That part right there. Again, I must be quite a few of you, because I can just hear in my head, we could have been doing this 2 years ago. We could have been together 2 years ago. Yeah, somebody wasn't ready. So now it feels like everybody is getting ready to be on the same page if they're not already on the same page, but far better circumstances for you, Taurus, than maybe 2 or 3 or 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. The compass, yeah, which way you going? What is your true north? And who you taking with you? That part right there, again, I don't think I've emphasized it enough. There are going to be some departures. People that you're hanging with, even family members that are going to be mad because you get ready to do X, Y, and Z. Some of you may be moving out of city, out of state, and folks are just going to be pissy because you're doing what you want to do. Once again, that World card up there and that Ace of Wands. Fuck them. Do what you need to do for yourself. And let the compass, let your personal compass get you where you need to go. That part, be open to different. You have to do the same old thing all the time. You need a better plan. Some of you do need a better plan, especially if we're talking about work and you getting promoted. If you think it's just going to come to you, nah. You need a better plan. Those of you in school, you may need to work out something better than what you already are dealing with. I hear money, so you may need to figure out your finances and come up with a better plan than what you're currently doing. Those of you that are thinking you might be able to work your whole way through school, that's a negative. So you may need to come up with something different. Let them do the talking. Clearing up misunderstandings. I think I went through that before. I don't know where that card is. Yeah, here it is. The Eight of Wands. Clearing up misunderstandings. Let them do the talking, Taurus. We know you large and in charge, but let the other person do the talking. It's okay. You need to hear. I think sometimes we just think because we are in a forgiving mode, we don't need to hear, but you need to hear what the person has to say. Let them have their moment and let them do some talking. Just saying. Taurus, I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you have a safe and happy new year, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.